Okay, American Literature 1, let's talk a little bit. This week is an important week for you guys because, for one, it's your midterm week. I would highly recommend you take a look at your midterm exam. It is completely available to you, and I'm not requiring a proctor for the midterm. Probably will require a proctor for the final, but we're going to wait and see how this goes. Basically, your midterm is a series of questions that I want you to be able to answer for me. If you've been doing your readings in the book, you should have a pretty good idea, but feel free to research these questions. So use the VU Online Library, use the internet, whatever you need to do to understand the material. That's my main goal for you. I want you to understand the material enough so that you can answer these questions appropriately. So take a look at the videos that I've already given you and the readings that we've done this semester so far, and you should be just fine. The vast majority of this is a long answer, so essay questions. So really, I give you at least a minimum. Most of those are at least going to be a half a page or more, and that's going to be double spaced Times New Roman. So you don't have to do single space anything. You know, that's a lot more than I'm really wanting to read probably. Make sure it's double spaced whenever you write your answers for this midterm. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show, I'm going to share the screen with you, and we'll just take a quick look at week 8. So you're going to find that the midterm exam this is where you're going to hand it in. And actually, I have yet to load the actual document, but I'm going to give you a Word document. And hey, here is the Word document itself. And I give you these questions, and there's space between, you know, I try to give you some space between the essay questions, but you're going to use more space than this. But as you type, I mean, you can just adjust the essay as needed. You know, it's completely fine to do that. I'm just putting them here spaced out the way they are, primarily just, you know, so you understand these are the essay questions. These are the ones I want you to spend longer amount of time on. But go ahead and use this document. Now, whenever you get to, like, for instance, I have a identification section here. So what you're going to do is identify the author and the title of the work. Make sure on this line I give you, make sure both of those things are present, and make sure that you're giving me proper MLA. So for instance, the title of all the short stories, if it's a short story, it should be in quotation marks. If it's from a book or a publication, like a major, if it's the name of a magazine or the name of a book, then it would be in italics. So I don't need you to give me anything more than the author's name and the piece of work that it came from. So, you know, the name of the poem, or the name of the short story, or the name of the book, or whatever it is that it comes from. So I basically give you, it's kind of like a sandwich here. You start off with some some essay questions. You'll get some identification questions, and then some essay questions. There's only 15 total questions, but these are, I do expect you to give me some high quality answers. So don't just, you know, slop this down. Unlike a traditional classroom where you would normally get 1 hour to complete this midterm, you have the whole week. This is due Friday at midnight. And if you give it to me beyond Friday at midnight, it is a 0, okay? There's really no excuse for not getting this in on time. You have a whole week. It's normally something I only give students approximately an hour to do. I did make the questions. I do expect these answers to be far more in depth than if I were to give you just a timed test. So so make the most of this, because this is worth 100 points. So that's 10% of your overall grade. This can be a great boost to your grade. It can also be to your detriment. So really work hard this week on filling this out, and give some real thought to your answers. Now, in addition to that, you still have your reading, and that's Bartleby the Scrivener. That's Melville. If you take a look at let's see, we are in week 8. Here we are. So Herman Melville, Bartleby the Scrivener, The Portent, and The Maldive Shark. So I want you to read all 3 of these, and you're still going to need to do your weekly reading / video, or weekly writing / video. So you'll still need to hand that in to me. And again, just like always, it's in the week that we're doing it. So in the week 8 video, then you're going to go over and hand that same thing into the discussion boards into the week 8 conversation. Okay, so you're going to hand that in there. And then in addition to that, you're going to go back to week 7 and you're going to respond to anybody's, you're going to respond to at least 2 people's writing or video. You got to do at least 2 to get full credit. Now, if you've noticed, I haven't done a lot of grading on this because I've been trying to give everybody a chance to catch up. Some people have fallen behind. Most of you guys are doing just fine, but some of you guys have fallen behind. You know, we've got 10 posts in the first, one that we start back in week 4, but we're falling behind on these. So I'm trying to give you a little extra time for this discussion to coalesce. But let me tell you this: by Friday at midnight, it doesn't matter what you do. I'm gonna score it, and it's in the books. It's set in stone. Okay, because I do have to score you for this class for your midterm grade. So I have to be able to calculate your midterm grade, and that's completely based off of the weekly readings that we do. So the writing / video that you do each week, the discussion boards that we started in week 4, and then the midterm. That's what your midterm grade will be based on. So if you've fallen behind, I'm giving you this one last chance to catch up. Like I said, most of you guys are doing just fine, just about everything. So, but some of you guys have fallen behind, and most of you guys look like you're doing pretty good. But again, if you're a little unsure as far as how well you've done on these responses, you want to maybe boost your grade a little bit, maybe even go back there and do a third one just to make sure you get all the points. So that is what we're looking at doing this week. It's a big week, okay? And Herman Melville will not be on the midterm. He'll be on the final though. So then you've got a lot of reading to do, okay? So you got a lot to do this week. Midterm week is a crazy week, okay? So if you've fallen behind, catch up. And then, of course, as soon as you possibly can, take a look at the midterm. You have to have it done by Friday at midnight. Then read Herman Melville's writings and choose one of those to do your weekly writing / video, whichever you prefer. Upload that to the 2 places I just described, and then make some comments on last week's authors, and you should be just fine. Again, you'll need 2 comments to get full credit. So that is basically what we're doing this week. If you need any help, please let me know this week. I'd be happy to help you out if you have any questions. However, I will not answer any questions that you may have about the midterm. I can field questions like, if you don't understand what the question means, please try to read it though. These questions are not that difficult to understand, but if for some reason you need something explained to you, try to hit me up during an office hour. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. That is my best time if you want to talk to me, Monday, Wednesday, Friday during the 8 a.m. hour. And then on Monday, I will also be in this class during the noon hour, which is typically whenever I meet with my on-site students, or at least that's when we started the semester. We met about that time. So basically that's what we're looking at this week. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know. Good luck on your midterms. I'm rooting for you. And guys, if you have any questions, email me, and have a great week.